Last time we gathered in Detroit, none of us would have predicted the storm we find ourselves in today. So in these difficult times, it's heartening to be here with all of you, my dedicated and talented union sisters and brothers. No matter how rough the seas ahead, I'm glad we're navigating them together. These are dangerous times for CWA and for our labor movement. Everything the bosses have ever wanted to do to unions, they will try to do now. As President Shelton made clear, this is a fight for the very future of our labor movement. A majority in Congress and the Senate are all too willing to do the bidding of their corporate masters by introducing bills designed to attack and weaken our unions. States and even counties are stepping up their tax on fair share fees, paycheck deduction, even collective bargaining. Janus versus AFSCME, the lead case designed to devastate public worker unions, is on its way to the Supreme Court right now. Make no mistake, these are blatant attacks on working families. When corporate interests want to hurt the labor movement, they dream up things that cost us money and waste our time. But never forget, it's not the union's money they're wasting, it's the members' money. CWA members deserve to have their dues work for them and not wasted on anti-union schemes. Corporate CEOs do not want us to be able to come together and demand good wages and safe working conditions. And so they are attacking provisions and policies that have been historic sources of our strength. In some places, union members have even lost the basic right to request that dues be taken from their paychecks. But there is one thing that they can't ever steal from us: our solidarity. Our strength is rooted in our connection and our commitment to each other, in our shared vision of a better life for all workers. Now, more than ever, we need to be a union by the members, for the members. There has never been a more important time to connect with every member one-on-one, and we have to do this work together. We need all of us to be all in to keep CWA strong. Strengthening CWA begins with everyone here in this room. It happens in our workplaces, with our shop stewards, in our union halls. CWA Strong means having conversations every day with everyone you can about what we're working to achieve together and why. CWA Strong means collecting emails and mobile numbers so we can reach people in a hurry. CWA Strong means asking ourselves in every task if there's a way to do this work that engages our members and grows our union. Here's the silver lining. If we do this work right, CWA will come out stronger than we've ever been. Our power comes from our members, and we need to remind ourselves and all of them every day just how strong we can be together. Our members are the reason for everything we do, and they should be central in everything we do. As union leaders, we're tenacious and stubborn, and that's a good thing. No one has succeeded yet in convincing us to give up, and they won't now. If corporate America thinks they're about to deal our labor movement a death blow, let's show them just how wrong they are. In a few moments, the Finance Committee will share their report. You'll see that CWA has weathered the past 2 years well. Organizing has helped steady our membership numbers. We've held our spending under budget and within dues revenue. And we're taking common sense steps to improve our financial health for generations to come. We halted the runaway costs associated with Orion, our outgoing membership system. We have evaluated every budget line to save money, rebidding vendor contracts to reduce fees, and combining offices so that an entire floor of CWA headquarters could be leased out to a rent-paying tenant. Most significantly, We froze CWA's staff pension plan, which was threatening our financial stability with unsustainable costs. CWA will soon launch a new pension benefit that will provide retirement security to our staff at a predictable, affordable cost. Saving our pension wasn't something I had imagined having to take on as a new Secretary-Treasurer, and it was not an easy change for our employees. To their credit, our staff unions understood the problem, and they worked with us to reach a solution, showing their commitment to supporting all of you, our members, and the mission of our union. Could the staff members and support staff in the room please stand? Let's take a moment to recognize their dedication to our union and the hard work they do every day. Thank you to all of you. Generations of workers built CWA into what it is today, and it falls on us to ensure that our unity endures for those who follow us. As Secretary-Treasurer, my job is to protect our resources, and I include in those not only our financial and physical resources, but also the unity that binds and sustains us. To me, as to President Shelton, CWA Strong means much more than signing up non-members. In the Secretary-Treasurer's office, our commitment to CWA Strong means strengthening the core of our union's operations. You can't sign up non-members if you don't know who they are, and it's hard to engage members when you don't know how to reach them. So we know that locals need new tools to track members and collect dues. That's why my office has been hard at work building a membership database and dues processing system. We've negotiated and signed strong contracts with Aptify, a vendor with a proven track record in helping large membership associations move their databases onto their modern web-based platform. We're still in the early stages of implementation, but I encourage all of you, if you have a chance, to stop by our Secretary-Treasurer's booth and take a look at the system. We're very excited about Aptify's capabilities and the really smart, capable team they've dedicated to CWA. In phase 1 of the Aptify project, we'll move all our member, non-member, and retiree records into the common database, along with dues processing. And we expect to go live with this phase before the end of 2018. The Aptify database will serve as a central hub supporting functions throughout our union. We want everyone to share a single accurate source of member information that's accessible at any time, anywhere, including on your mobile phone. This database will be a powerful tool to keep CWA strong, but it will not solve every data or dues problem that CWA faces. Technology alone can never ensure that an email has no typos or that an employer actually processed the dues authorization card that we gave them. That's why we need every local to be part of building our strong central database. And you can start right away, as soon as you get back from this convention, by logging into Orion and checking that everyone who has signed a card at your local is listed either as a member or a pending member. Will the Secretary-Treasurers here today please stand up? Brothers and sisters, look around you. This group of people are the backbone of CWA Strong. Without them, we cannot track who is and who is not a member of our locals. Our local Secretary-Treasurers are the unsung heroes of our labor movement. Their efforts make everything we do possible. Join me in applauding these local leaders and the incredibly valuable work they do every day to keep CWA strong. Thank you. CWA Strong also means planning to withstand future attacks. With paycheck deduction increasingly under attack, we know that locals need new ways to collect dues. That's why CWA has partnered with PledgeUp, a web-based system that allows members to sign up to pay dues by credit card or straight from their bank account. PledgeUp is a much simpler way to hand collect dues, and it erases the liability of handling individual financial information. By preparing for these worst-case scenarios, we know that we can withstand any attack and stand CWA strong. It would be easy, given the challenges ahead, to lay low, to sit back and hope to ride out the storm. But we will not do that. Too much is at stake. Our labor movement has never had it easy. The powerful and the 1% have always wanted us gone, and we're still here because we won't let them win. Decades of CWA members before us put it all on the line to build this union, and we will do the same. Like many of you, I've been horrified to watch the hate that's unfolded in our country these last months. Attacks on immigrants and people of color, on our LGBT brothers and sisters, on our CWA members who work in journalism, on our most vulnerable citizens and the health care that sustains their lives. Too many days reading the newspaper, I see the ugliest side of our nation. But it's important not to get lost in despair. We need to cultivate hope, another vision of who we can be. A few weeks ago, I heard a radio report that affected me deeply. Some of you may have seen this story on the news. It happened on a beach in Panama City, Florida. Hundreds of people had gathered to sun and swim when two boys got caught in a riptide, and they couldn't break free. Their mother, their grandmother, and two other family members swam out to save the boys, only to be overcome themselves. Beachgoers saw what was happening, but had no rope or buoys. 4 more people swam out to help, but all were caught in the deadly current. At this point, there were 10 people struggling in the surf, moments from drowning, when something amazing happened. Strangers on the beach began to form a human chain. The first stood on the solid ground of the shore, forming an anchor. Others ventured out deeper and deeper, linking arms, until the chain stretched more than 80 people, hundreds of feet into the surf. A strong swimmer was passed to the end of the chain, where she grabbed the exhausted victims so they could be passed, arm in arm, to shore. When the last stranded swimmer reached the safety of the beach, the rescuers cheered, elated, and then they went on their separate ways. I can't stop thinking about that. A random group of people, strangers, setting aside their own safety because fellow human beings needed their help. So in these times, when we see the worst of who we can be on display all around us, remember that human chain, the best of who we can be. It happens so fast, so spontaneously, as though all of us are waiting all the time for the moment when we can be our best selves, the moment when someone calls for our help and we say yes, of course, 1,000 times yes. Every delegate in this room today has answered someone's call to serve our sisters and brothers in the labor movement, to help build a better life for working families, to help keep CWA strong. Let us never be afraid to do the same, to challenge others to do the same. This human chain is who we are. We are united in our love, our solidarity, and mission to serve our members. Like this human chain, we take care of each other, even when the seas are rough and the odds seem stacked against us. Our solidarity will never be broken. We are CWA.